Hello, world builders. Today we are tackling Death Battle's latest matchup, Sentry versus Superboy Prime. This is a fine example of comic book absurdity, using two characters with no limitations and absolutely broken logic. But today, we're going to salvage the nonsense. We are going to break this down through a strict world building lens, giving characters the much needed gravity we have all been craving. I'm going to let the fight play out. I'm going to skip the origin story that you heard 1,000 times, read yourself.
This city won't last much longer. Quit while you're behind, kid.
Mess up a superhero crossover? No way, dork. Onomatopoeia coming right up!
You're dealing with someone who has the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns!
Big mistake, dipwad. It's prime time.
It's what?
Are you kidding me? Another Dark Superman fraud? Boring! It's cool when I do it.
Please, stop hitting me.
He'll kill you.
I'll kill you. To death.
Bye-bye, Bob. It's time to play God.
Okay, you weren't joking. Definitely a crisis-level threat. Luckily, so am I.
Run all you want! If Bob couldn't escape me.
What hope do you have, boy? Afraid of the Dark Clark? What kind of a hero are you? Remind me again, whatever happened to Lori? It's over, Clark. There is no happy ending. Not for you. Not for me. Not for anyone else. In the void.
Haven't you ever read a comic book, you big freaking nerd? There's always a happy ending.
Have you read comic books? Don't you know how this goes? I'm supposed to win, so then I shall. That's not the situation you in, man. Like, first of all, how are you getting out of being constrained? You already was constrained. You tried to get out with everything you could, and then you just phased out because what? For what reason? That's not even the first problem with that scene. Let me show you that. That's not even the first problem. Let's go. Let's go into the wrap up. Let me show you. We're gonna get into it.
Before. Let's break this down into 3 chapters. Their strength, intelligence, and powers.
As with any flying brick fight, the first question you gotta answer is, who's stronger?
Prime and Sentry are naturally 2 of the heaviest hitters in DC and Marvel, more than capable of matching and surpassing Herald-level opponents like Superman and Thor.
Who are both strong enough to create and destroy an infinite number of timelines with their clashes. Just absolute.
So right there, it's already broken. You're comparing them to characters that have already been broken, therefore they shall also be broken. No, there is no objects of mass that if they clash anywhere in the universe, it's going to affect the universe. Space is a vacuum. There is no shockwave going through space. So the fact that two characters are so powerful that they collide and it affects the rest of the universe, let alone the multiverse, which would be separated by dimensional boundaries, so that things like that could never be possible. Yeah, that's not going to happen. So, all right, step one, you broke their strength. We starting off wrong already. All right, let's go.
Matching and surpassing Herald level opponents like Superman and Thor.
Who are both strong enough to create and destroy an infinite number of timelines with their clashes. Just absolute wacky bullshit like that.
So, in order to pick a winner, we have to take a close look at the strongest beings they fought. Molecule Man and the Darkest Night.
Sentry beat the crap out of Molecule Man, but remember, Eminem's power can fluctuate a lot, and when he fought Sentry, he wasn't at his full power, so we can only scale this so far.
But Prime
Again, a loss is a loss is a loss. It's no different than when Thor fought Kratos in God of War. Thor killed Kratos, flat out. Kratos did not beat Thor. Thor legitimately killed Kratos. If you sit Thor and Kratos down at a table, Kratos would have to admit that he lost. Many people are going to say, oh, he was holding back. Doesn't matter in a fight to the death, buddy. If you hold back when your life is on the line, that's your fault.
Darkest Night after the Mad Bat had absorbed the powers of both Perpetua and, what do you know, Dr. Manhattan, both of which alone could threaten all of DC Comics.
And unlike with Molecule Man, there's nothing to suggest the Darkest Night was holding back. In a straight brawl, Prime takes the edge in strength, but muscles aren't.
In my opinion, you would have to equal out their strength. You would have to just cap their strength at both. It cannot be measured. So they're going to be equal in strength. One is not going to surpass the other because you cannot measure either of those feats. Granted, because the people, once again, that you're comparing them to are fundamentally broken, so the character itself is going to be broken. Let me not even comment on that sun armor he's wearing. You literally, I don't know how many times or different ways we are going to destroy Superman. Superman is the hero of every little boy. He is in every little boy's heart growing up. He is the guy that all women want to be with, and he's the guy that all men wanted to be. Giving him an armor that allows him to pretty much carry the sun with him defeats the purpose of what endears Superman to Earth. He has to stay here where he can be Superman. He has to stay on the planet that he was raised on, that he is bonded to, in order to still be Superman. He's special on Earth. When he's not on Earth, he's not that special. He's just another alien in the galaxy. He's not special. So giving him that sun armor takes away what makes him special, and the reason why they're doing it is to try and cover the traditional weaknesses, because when your character becomes popular, everybody gets to know their weaknesses too. Everybody knows that Superman's weakness is kryptonite. Everybody knows that he's affected by magic. So what you're going to do, you're going to make his armor to the point where it's anti-magic armor too. You might as well throw anti-magic in there one time. And at the end of the day, he still gets blitzed by Darkseid. Yeah, but he's the strongest character in the universe. I mean, the multiverse at this point. Who could stop this character? Who could stop this character at this point? Who? What is his challenge?
Everything? Maybe Sentry could figure out a way around Prime's brawn with his intelligence.
While Prime does possess a super advanced Kryptonian brain, he clearly does not use it to its full extent.
It's less that he's dumb and more that he's a teenager and has a habit of crashing out.
The Sentry, on the other hand, has been compared to Tony Stark and Reed Richards, some of the most intelligent people in all of Marvel Comics.
Sure, he mentally struggles with the whole Void thing, which sucks for him, but losing control to the Void only makes him more dangerous.
And as the Merge Sentry, he's operating at his peak, fully in control of his powers. In a test of wits and wills, the Sentry was the more intelligent.
But the main question in this matchup had to do
right there. Let's stop it right there. This is where they went wrong completely. This move, that right there was the worst part of what they did to Superman. Because that's a fundamental law that just got broken. unless you are of a specific tier of creation, unless you have achieved a particular level, you cannot exist outside of creation because you're a part of the system, and everything you do is also a part of that system. The minute he leaves infinity, I mean, if that's the end of the universe, my friend, that's the end of you. What makes you that's like an artwork moving off of the canvas. What are you going to do? You're going to be destroyed. If you move the ink off the canvas, the ink is going to melt. The image will be destroyed. The character will be destroyed. It's the same factor. They cannot exist in our world. He cannot leave the boundaries of that page and come into our world and be Gucci. He's cooked. That if he's capable of doing that, he cooks himself. That right there would be the first immediate loss. Now, his character is different. His character is able to create a dimension where he can sustain himself. When I'm judging it by our universe following our physics. And this is how you're going to tell which one actually wins the fight. Not by ridiculous comic book feats, because that's what destroyed them in the first place.
They're batshit insane powers!
With the Sentry's ability to reshape molecular matter and warp perception of reality to such an incredible degree, his powers seem much more versatile than Prime's. Prime may be stronger, but Heat Vision, Frost Breath, and Kryptonian punches aren't going to do much in the long run against someone who can regenerate from a single atom.
But pre-crisis Kryptonian.
And these upgrades, being able to manipulate molecules beyond what he was able to do before, and then regenerate from a single atom, these are all defensive tools that's been injected into Sentry, destroying him as well. Because now, when I think about it, I think about Cell from Dragon Ball Z. If he gets to that point of the molecule, but still, there's no brain to control the body to make it happen. You regenerate it would have to be automatic. That's pretty much an automatic safety net. There is no means, and there's no pathway for it to happen. There's no rhyme or reason for it to happen. It's just happening. And yeah, you want to inject that into your character, make him really cool, but really it just shows that you're scared. You're scared that he's going to get matched up against somebody who could eat him. I like to compare this to the Cobra and the Mongoose. Both of them are dangerous, but they both would be crushed by an elephant once it steps on them. This is a fact of life and nature. And we got to get back to that. We got to start living back in reality, because maybe we dove too far into comic books and forgot that storytelling has to have some grounding and base in reality.
Have actually resisted having their molecules torn apart before, and Prime should be no different. So it's not like Sentry was ever going to just Doc Manhattan him away.
Prime could still be worn down. Kryptonians have incredible stamina, but we know that sustained damage will eventually knock them out or kill them.
Unless Prime could find a way around Sentry's insane regeneration, he was toast.
Luckily for Prime, his ability to retcon away your history and mess with your whole timeline was actually something Sentry had no specific resistance to.
Not only that, it was something he's been affected by.
Who would? It's essentially going up against your personal god. He can mess with your reality, mess with your timeline, pretty much your entire life. Everything that's ever happened to you, this character can change it to the point. This character can now change your life, make you a billionaire immediately. Okay. Your favorite actress, you wanted to be married to her? Go to Superboy Prime. He just snaps his finger. Whatever life you ever wanted, he just puts it together. So essentially, this character is the god of the DCU. But he's an active character, still involved, pretty much just turning everybody into comic book. Well, he cannot exist inside the realm then, because he's outside making and reading the comic books. Character destroyed. And again, I'm a fan. I liked Superman as a character. I liked what he stands for, what he represents. But this,
The Scarlet Witch rewrote all of reality during House of M. Bob's continuity was rewritten like everyone else's.
Or the time Absorbing Man had the powers of a cosmic cube and warped Sentry's personal reality. Shit, Moonstone literally describes it as a reality punch.
Now, Sentry's psionic power could theoretically retcon himself from Prime's perception of reality. However, this feat required assistance from Reed Richards, and it's unlikely he could pull it off mid-fight.
Pre-crisis Kryptonians also resist a lot of mind manipulation anyway, so good luck trying.
Now Prime has...
Resistance is not immunity. One. I'm gonna save it.
Hasn't always had the most perfect control over his retcon punch, so he might need more than one blow to finish the job.
But Prime was more than capable of powering through Void's scariest abilities.
Like having his soul eaten or being cut off from sunlight. I guess that Edgelord solar armor came in handy after all.
In short, Prime could resist every...
You see what I'm talking about? They just about to say it. Everything. All of his weaknesses. The things that make him human. His weaknesses, the armor. The armor is literally there just for that. Those who managed this character gave him this armor for this fight. Particularly just for this fight. Because if you take away the sun, you take away everything that makes him special. Maybe I need to say that again. You take away the sun, you take away everything that makes Superman special on Earth to us humans. These feats wouldn't even matter. He would instantly just lose the fight. Sentry does. Sentry is Sentry everywhere.
Thing Sentry could throw at him, but Sentry couldn't do the same. Prime takes the final edge in powers.
With no way to easily put him down, Prime would eventually muscle his way.
All right. So now that they have it up here, this is my verdict. Strength is half and half. We're gonna split strength. The reason why we're going to do that is because physically, given Superman's feats, his physical strength is immeasurable. Giving him at least some of those feats that might be ridiculous, but are at least fit in the confines of his universe, we can give him immeasurable strength. Now, Sentry, same thing. That's equivalent. They're going to split strength. Intelligence gonna be completely on Sentry's side. They even said it. The fact that he loses his temper really quick makes he loses in intelligence. Now, powers. Given the fact that he had to run and leave the entire universe just to get away from his opponent, lets you know that he was outclassed. He had to flee. And he had to dig in his pocket for that BS of a technique just to save his skin. So, power would go to Sentry, giving him the dub. Another thing, because he can't leave the universe because you're just going to go from galaxy to galaxy, and Sentry is eventually going to catch up to you because he's using darkness, which is faster than light. If you don't know, study a black hole. And what's going to happen is he's going to catch him because light speed is the fastest speed and darkness is faster than light. 1 + 1 is 2. So after Superboy Prime gets caught, he's going to be stripped of the sun armor at the very least by Sentry. Because at least that part can happen. Now, as far as how strong he is in comparison to their strength would be about even. He just flew really far away from Earth, so he's not. Chances are he's not. And Sentry is using darkness now, not light. So Sentry is going to catch him, strip him of the armor, and then essentially suffocate him with darkness until he dies. Sentry wins. That's all I got for today. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next episode.